Here he is.
All right.
The man, the myth.
The legend. Bro, remember how I told you how I had to go,
Drop some stuff off.
read thing? Yeah, I just came back from doing that, and then had to finish back the stuff with work since I left work. I had to go, and I was like, shit. But
we made it.
I'm good now.
How you doing, man?
Good. Good.
Well, this is the first episode of the Weekly Check-In podcast.
First episode.
Wait, are we like live right now?
Bro, we're live. We've been waiting for like about 15 minutes. Andy and I started placing bets on when like you were actually going to show up.
Making me look bad and shit?
Doesn't take much, Oscar. Doesn't take much. Anyways, welcome to the first episode. My name is Malcom.
I'm Andy.
Oscar. No, I'm Oscar.
Should we do that again? Okay, so we should do me, and then who wants... I guess it should go in the form of whatever's on that calendar.
That's why I was going to go second.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to the first episode. My name is Malcom.
I'm Oscar.
I'm Andy.
Backstory. So, what became of... This has been like in thought. Well, Oscar, this podcast has been in thought for how many years?
I would say like at least three.
At least three. And like Oscar and I have been going back and forth on and off. And he's like, being like, yeah, let's do it on and off. But finally, we're going to do it. So, who wants to introduce how we all met and like the backstory on that?
Well, I think both of you have more of a history together, so I think you guys should go first.
Well, okay. So basically, elementary school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oscar is like the first American friend that I ever had, and I don't remember this, but apparently, we had like an abusive start.
Yeah. You want to tell it?
Yeah, no, you go ahead. I don't like. I remember you telling me this, and I was like, what?
Yeah, because I was like, this is literally how I remember meeting Malcom. So like our teacher at the time, Miss Pelza, I remember this so vividly. She was like, all right, rearrange your desks. And we were like, okay. So we were like, all right, rearranging our desks. I moved my desk, and then Malcom slammed his desk into my hand as we're doing this. And I'm like, I'm obviously going to react saying how and shit. But then she was like, yo, Malcom, take him down to like the nurse's office to like get ice for his hand or something like that. And then that's literally how I remember like meeting
Bro,
Malcom.
I don't remember this.
I remember that.
See, I honestly thought we met in third grade because Miss Pelsnar was fourth, no?
Yeah, Miss Pelsnar was fourth, but I had Miss Mitchell for the third.
I had
She was ran with different circles back in the third grade.
She was a older lady with like whiter hair. Miss Lisa?
I wouldn't know.
Lisa? I don't know. But then how did...
I'm surprised you guys remember names.
Well, I met Andy in middle school through you.
Yeah, because I knew Andy, I think, in the fifth grade. But so I didn't know Andy. I knew him, but I didn't know him. Mm-hmm.
No, that's a lie. You're a liar.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Manassas. I went to Manassas Park for 4th and 5th grade.
Oh, you're lying.
No.
Was it 6? Was it 6 then?
I don't remember.
Were you
in high school? I remember. I thought I remember seeing you in middle school though.
I was like,
I was just like, middle school.
Yeah, but I was just, I know I met or saw Andy in person like elementary school.
You were in Centerville for like 3rd grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then I probably saw you in 3rd grade.
It's a blur at this point.
Oh, yeah. So you went to Centerville, moved to Manassas, went to Manassas, and then came back to Centerville.
I came to Centerville 1st grade, literally on the last month. So I was new there. And then 2nd, 3rd, went to Manassas, then came back to 6th. People remembered me.
Oh,
I was surprised. I didn't remember anyone. They're like, "Are you Andy?" And I was like,
"Nah."
I'm afraid of people, so I'm just like, "How do you know me?"
That's crazy.
But I was surprised. And then like starting middle school, I think It would have to be 8th grade when we got close, I think.
What is that, middle
I'm
school
not
still?
sure.
Or is that high school?
Yeah. It's
And
I
in
think
middle
you guys
school?
got close in middle school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
got
I
closer
think-
in high school.
Seventh grade, I was a lot quieter, even more quieter than I was in high
Is
school.
that possible?
It's possible.
Out of the three, Andy's definitely the most introverted. It's like it goes in like order. I'm in the middle, and then Oscar is like the most extrovert, and then it goes down from there.
I like my corner.
Yeah.
It's just that like for me, like I'm extroverted, but I don't like talking to people. Like you have to like it's weird because like you have to be like in my personal circle for me like really want to just like go out of my way to talk to you. But I don't have I don't have issues being like social social encounters and shit like that.
Yeah.
For me, it's whoever gets to use up my social battery first gets to appreciate the time with me, and then after that, it's a lost cause.
How
That's why we're not gonna
like
see you later
is it like a
after
full
this.
day of like social
Huh?
battery? Because mine is like I can do like a full week.
It depends. So like if it's just like nonstop talking, it'd probably be like around 3 or 4 hours. If it's like a social thing, maybe like an hour or two.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oscar, where you're
With
at?
family
Oscar's
and
like
close friends, it's like 6 hours though.
Oscar's like the Chase Unlimited card. He's like just put it on there.
Just keep swiping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, because it's like for me, so it's like near like the end of the day. I'm just like, yo, there's like a few set things that I like to do to like end my day. So I'm like, as long as I can do that, then I'm straight.
Like
You know, I like to calm down with a nice episode of Big Bang Theory. You know,
where's this leading?
you know, it's just me. It's just Oscar time. Let's call it. It's just Oscar time at the end of the day.
Yeah. So basically, I want this podcast. Like, we created logo literally just yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. We also had like a thing back in college. We didn't want to adopt that though. Apparently,
What was that?
Project
Project
Treehouse.
Oh
See,
yeah.
Andy remembers.
I remember.
Dang. Yeah, I totally forgot. Well, yeah, we forgot about that.
Like the weekly check-in sounds so much better for like a podcast.
Well, back then, so yesterday we were also talking about this too for the audience watching or listening. We tried to do like before group vlogging was a thing. We tried to do it. We created this like group called Project Treehouse. It was supposed to be like trendy videos. Like the first trendy video that we tried to spark was how to get through finals, and so we just wandered because we all went to college together. Shout out George Mason. We went around our campus and we were asking people like, "Hey, how do you pass finals?" And
Probably get us some tips on getting like through finals week.
yeah, and it was like the weirdest answers, and I feel like the video kind of flopped. Wouldn't you
I haven't
agree?
checked in on it.
Because this one guy was just like, just sleep. And we're like, no, but how do you like study and stuff? He's like, nah, just sleep.
No, it's just sleep.
Yeah. So that was kind of, it was good.
I think that's depression, but
It was a good depression.
Honestly,
It was like a good leeway into it. But then we did a prank video. And then,
I think that was the best one.
yeah, that was like the best one.
it was the cups, right?
Yeah.
It was the cups.
And then, so yeah, that was like, we started that project, but then like, it didn't lead anywhere after that. But now, we have this
You
podcast.
forgot about the infamous gingerbread house.
Well, that's just, didn't I just say
Really
gingerbread?
fun.
Wait, what did I say? I thought I mentioned that.
You missed no. And he's right. You didn't say the gingerbread house. That one was a good video. Mainly
That was a
because
pretty
I
good
just
video.
eating the entire
We did the
time.
hiking one.
And whoa,
Yeah. Motherfucker don't want to wear
Good night.
pants.
Yeah, that was like,
I have pants.
well, that was on my birthday. No,
Maybe.
I think it was like.
Oh wait, no. Actually, yeah, I think so.
yeah, because every
Oh,
year
birthday.
I would go hiking on my birthday. but it'd be like
Because
stupid
I
cold.
get the Snapchat memory each time.
Yeah. But now, as we're getting like older, we all live. Well, you guys live in the same state. I live not in the same. I actually live like in the West Coast. You guys live in the East Coast. And I was just like, we still need to have like a baseline connection, because like we just have too long of a history, and so I'm just like, well, we're also going through different stages in our life, and it's like interesting for me to see when we go through like the school program and stuff, we're all going through the same thing, like finals, midterms, summer. So we all like ride a high together, ride a low together. It's like this. But as soon as you graduate college, it's like you're put into, especially because I like, Andy, you and I graduated at the same time, right?
I don't remember the
I
year,
think
but
well, we were
it should have been.
2020.
You guys did 2020, right?
Yeah. And then
2020.
Oscar, you were 2019 or 2018.
2019.
But you were put into like a more traditional sense of workforce. Like you get out, you get your first job, and like you're working. But then soon after the pandemic hit, Andy and I were just launched into the real world, but in this like weird times where a lot of people couldn't find jobs, we couldn't meet new people, and so now like you branch off into different ups and downs. And so my idea for this was for us to reconnect about like a consistent, hey, how you doing kind of basis, and to talk about openly like the struggles of trying to make it and find yourself in this world that kind of is nothing like school whatsoever. Even though we thought like, all right, school's preparing you for what the world's going to be like, and as soon as you get out, you're just like, what the hell am I going to do?
It's just like every man for himself as soon as you get out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Honestly.
And that's like super tough. So yesterday, we created a logo. Out of like, Andy came in clutch with that, but like, it was different names.
We were
like,
messing around.
Huh?
We were messing around together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But we wanted this podcast to be like, well, what's our first name? Oscar, you came up with the first name.
I was like, wait, was it Work in Progress?
It was Work in
Or
Progress.
was it something else?
And then I said
think Work in Progress was
people,
like the second one. And then, yeah.
people in progress, and we just started talking, and an hour in,
An hour in later, somebody said something, and I was like,
it triggered it.
let's do the weekly check-in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I went.
Mine started to go to like therapy, right? Because I'm like, it's like it's time for everyone to talk, please. So I was like, yeah, I feel like that would be like a better like vibe for it.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
'cause
it's also
I went
relatable for like everyone else.
I went through the whole entire route of, trying to make like either like make it in the world, time of like you don't know what's happening, you're trying to like 9 to 5 grind and stuff like that. So yeah, like this is pretty much where this whole entire idea started.
Pretty instant.
Pretty insane. Anyways, anything cool happened to you guys this week?
No. Just work.
I mean,
Yeah. And then I hung out with Elizabeth, and that's about it.
Nice.
who's Elizabeth?
Whenever I can.
Who's Elizabeth?
She's my girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so
So
cute.
she likes to use my social battery the most nowadays. Yeah, it's nice.
I like to tap in whenever I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy allows like 30 minutes for us, which is what this
No.
podcast is gonna be
It
like.
depends. It depends
Well-
because if we're gaming, he'll give a little extra.
That's true.
Yeah. Plus, I'll entertain myself. I'll keep myself going. I'll find ways.
Oscar, you got
Yeah.
anything this week?
I mean, I'm slowly still improving my health after recovering from mono and then having a cold. Yeah, so it's like my congestion is going away. But
No, what
this
did you have
week-
before that though?
What do you mean?
You had a
Sorry,
solid
with the
month of
mono.
like straight up sickness. Didn't you have tuberculosis or something like that? What?
No, it was tonsillitis.
Tonsillitis.
But it was
Tuberculosis.
like they told me it was tonsillitis, but it was just disguised as it was just mono.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
they just
Yeah, it was just mono.
they diagnosed
so,
you wrong?
Bro, I'm telling you, doctors are practicing medicine. Like, they're not doing the medicine, they're practicing. They
Bro,
don't
that's
know
what
what's really going
that's
on.
what they call
That's what
their
they call their practice.
yeah. Then they don't they call their
Exactly.
building.
Well, I'm like, but now I understand.
You're
firsthand.
like, y'all
I
guessing
was like,
too much.
you know?
I'm guessing,
I'm
yeah.
guessing. I'm like, I need you guys to know. I'm sick
Y'all
of
guessing
and
too
I need
much.
To know what's up.
I need executing practice, not practice medicine.
Exactly, because like my first visit, like I was like, yo, what's up? And then they're like, yeah, your test results, you don't have COVID, you don't have this, don't have that. So yeah, essentially, so they're like, yeah, just keep taking Tylenol, Motrin, and you should be good to go. I was like, okay. And then they billed me like 150. I was like, yo, I was here for like 30 minutes. You guys didn't do anything to me. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm stuck with a nice bill, so thank you. So after that, I was like, yeah, I don't want to go in unless I'm like dying. So.
Well, how did they figure out that it's mono instead of tonsillitis?
Oh, because I had a second visit. And they drew blood, and they're like, yo, you're like showing this for like mono, or like you're recovering from mono. I was like, awesome. Which that was told to me like the first time, and then the sad part is there's nothing to take for it. Just kind of right away through it.
Is mono contagious?
Yeah, through like spin, saliva, and things like that.
I remember.
I still don't know how I got it. I still don't know. How I got
Right.
it. Nobody that I know has it. Or
I remember us on a
person that I
call.
was kissing does not have it.
I remember us on a call, and Oscar's like, "Bro, it's not contagious. It's just tonsillitis." I was like, "I don't know. Like the person you hung out 2 weeks ago had tonsillitis, and now you have it, and it turns out you were like contagious."
I guess.
Damn.
I'm telling you, it's only through like a certain way, but
Right.
it just doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. Because one, if I was messing with somebody like, like at this time, and then like several weeks later, I get it. Doesn't make
Delayed start, isn't that a thing?
sense. No,
It could take some
I don't
time.
think
It could take some time.
Does it take some time
can
to
take
develop that way? That's
Mhm.
crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Well, that's probably why you thought you weren't contagious, and you started doing random stuff, and then you just got sicker.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because I wasn't allowing any like rest or recovery time. I just kept saying, I'm feeling good today. Let me go out and do this.
He texted me earlier. He's like, "I went to the gym and hurt myself." I was like, "Are you
Right,
100%?" He's like, "Nah, I went to the gym sick."
No, okay. With that,
This dude was spreading mono throughout the gym.
No, because with that one, like I ended up going to the doctor for like the second visit. I was like, "Yo, can we do something about my tonsils because they were like still enlarged?" So he was like, "Yeah, we'll get you on this steroid, and then hopefully that'll like make them go back to normal." So I was on it for like 4 days. It did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. And then I decided to go to the gym and went hard that day. But immediately after, I was like, "Yo, my back hurts, my shoulders, my chest. I had some chest tightness." And then when I went to the doctor again, they were like, "Yeah, so because you're on a steroid and you didn't have anything like weighing off of it, the way I went to the gym and all that, it like my body like shut down in a sense.
Oh shoot!
So it wasn't able to like recover the proper way."
Damn.
I'm telling you, dude, it's just going through all
Wait,
this stuff. It's absolutely...
You want a steroid stack though, so wouldn't that help?
No, because I got off of it that day.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So
But if I was on, so I'm assuming like if I took it that day, then I would have been straight, probably.
Yeah.
You did yourself in.
it's because you didn't have any support coming off it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no support.
Yeah, that's so interesting because in the bodybuilding world, it's just like you have cycles. So like if you're at like,
taking roids.
well, yeah, I mean like if you're not natural or like I'm not talking about the most like unhealthy. Now it's a little like I wouldn't say healthier, but it's a lot more safe to have like a life after bodybuilding and after taking steroids. But it's like a cycle. So like Mr. Olympia happens every year, or like whatever show, the Arnold happens every year. So Haley, my girlfriend, is a bikini bodybuilder, and so like I'm learning that there are competitors that are like on and off. So like Ronnie Coleman took steroids when he was on, and then Some people need support right after they come off it, and then some people need, like Ronnie Coleman just did. Haley and I watched a documentary, and it was like he just did cold turkey, and he just like stopped right after. Off season he was off like whatever, and then on season he was. So it's like super interesting how like the body will take it and stuff like that, and then coming off of it.
I have no idea about that. So
Yeah, I just
I'm
drink
just
some
scared
milk
that my
and
balls are gonna get small.
I yeah, no, I
think
just,
it gets smaller also.
it's like we just
What do
drink
you do?
milk, pray.
Not raisins. Little grapes.
It's just cold. It's just cold.
It's just cold. It's just cold. But yeah. Anyways.
Oh, but I also saw today that they're coming out with You season 4 on Netflix.
A what?
Have you guys watched that? You, like the show You. Season
Y-O-U?
4? No. Yeah, YOU. Yeah,
What is it?
it's like a stalker kind of show.
Oh,
I'm looking it up right
your
now.
favorite genre.
Yeah, it's just I
You
feel
like
like I'm him.
Suspect.
I'm like, this
I
is
feel
a direct connection
represented.
that I'm having.
What is it?
A show about me. You on Netflix.
Thriller?
Coming out with season 4. But
Bro,
I also saw that they're doing it like weekly releases and not just all at once.
Yeah, which
How
how
do
it
you
should
feel
be.
about
No, it should not be like that.
Bro, how like you don't get the full like gratification of the show unless like you're fed it, because then you just like start it and you can end it.
But look at it like this. We all had cable. You got the weekly shows. Went to streaming, you get it all at once. And now streaming is going to weekly?
Well,
What
is
the hell?
isn't streaming?
For me, it depends. Oh, but go.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So like for me, it depends. So like if it's like an hour, I like the weekly releases.
Okay.
But like if it's like 20 to 30 minutes, I'd rather just binge watch it.
Yeah.
Or like watch 3 episodes and then take a break.
Well, here's the way I see it. Usually the hour episodes are more of a base
They're really
storyline, right? And then like 20 to whatever minute that we were talking about where you would like watch it all in one are like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like I don't know, I haven't watched The Office, like Office or something that's super light to where like you would want it. But I feel like if it's like deep storytelling, I do agree with Andy where it's like you should be fed it a little bit so like
Mm-hmm.
it builds like the full you get the full feeling rather than just like 5 minutes of
slowly building.
like 5 minutes of what's gonna happen. Now you have like the whole week and then you're like
Yeah,
No,
I've
that's
been
for
really
me.
appreciating that with with Andy.
Yeah.
I normally don't like Star Wars like that, but like the way like the episode is going, it just keeps going up, and like it's very serious and stuff like that. And so like I'm really enjoying like just like every week I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? I'm like just waiting to continue.
well then it
I'm
also
really
brings
appreciating
back like you were mentioning with like TV and stuff. It brings back like the community of cable into streaming, because like if we're being honest, cable I feel like is starting to like dwindle down and people are looking at Hulu, YouTube TV, Netflix as their new cable.
But it's like slowly turning back to cable.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
because like every like TV network has their own subscription service now.
Yeah, but it brings back, I feel like,
all those prices together.
yeah, it's crazy. It brings back that water cooler talk at work, or like the what do you think is gonna happen, blah blah blah, or like instead of did you see what happened, it's like what do you think is gonna happen, and then it creates like a double conversation rather than like a single one of you're gonna like the episode, or like you won't believe what happened.
Because that happened with like WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier, when all that stuff was happening on like Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But with like the weekly releases though, like sometimes then I'm invested in the show, but then like something will happen. I was like I can't keep up with it that week, and then it just starts tailoring off, and I don't ever like go back to the show.
But then you have your perfect situation to where you can binge it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'd rather just wait until all the episodes are out, and then just binge.
You're like dodging what spoilers.
Oh yeah, I'll stay off of like social media for that for sure.
Oh, that's funny.
Funny enough, I'm on Twitter a lot, but I stay away from spoilers. I think it's because I keep the community very small, like very compressed.
It's
But,
like I keep it to 3 people: me, myself, and
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say because like on social media, like on Twitter, for example, like all the spoilers. Like if I see like a spoiler, I'll like either scroll past it like real fast, or it's like if I read it, I'm like, I don't even know what this is really pertaining to, like in the show, so it's not really spoiling much for me unless I'm like watching it and like so I'm like, it's whatever. And then when I watch, I'm like, oh, so this is what they were talking about.
because you're saying there's no context.
Yeah, I'm like, if there's no context, then for me it doesn't matter that much.
Same. Well, shit, we're at 30 minutes.
I feel like we should go like a little bit more, only because I got here late.
This dude.
That's on me. That's on me. No, I didn't think you were actually going to start at 1 o'clock.
Didn't we not agree to 1 o'clock though?
I mean, we agreed to 1 o'clock. I thought that'd just be like, chill in the Discord for like 1, and then when everyone's there, you start. But now I know, just on the dot.
I mean, I was expecting to do that too, but then it kind of just led to the conversation, whatever. But yeah, are you watching any shows? I don't. The only show that like, did you guys watch that one show on shoot? It was on Amazon, but it was with Orlando Bloom, and he was like, it had to do with like fairies and stuff.
I don't watch anything on Amazon.
Orlando Bloom and Cara Delevingne.
Cara?
It was Cara, yeah, whatever, Cara. That show was like, I'm waiting for it to like come up again, and then I found out Amelia Holmes on Netflix. Who's that one chick, the British young person that was on Stranger Things?
You mean Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah, she has a.
Yeah.
It's like Sherlock Holmes, but like.
Oh yeah, I know.
The second one came out. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Andy, did you find the Orlando Bloom thing?
No.
Is it Orlando Bloom?
I'm not looking that up, bro.
Well, it's like it's a recurring dream that I have. It's not even a show. Orlando.
Because right now I'm just trying to watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
that's the only show I'm watching.
Carnival Row.
It's very rare. Sorry?
Carnival Row.
Carnival Row.
Row, as in like your boat. Here's the thing. It's a growing population of methodical immigrant creatures struggling to coexist with humans after a war.
It seems like something I would watch.
It's good, man. I like it. I like it a lot. The creatures are forbidden to live, love, or fly with freedom.
I think the last thing I watched from Amazon was The Expanse. Really good show.
Upload's another good one.
It's like a nice sci-fi.
Mr. Robot was good.
Mr. Robot was pretty good.
His monologues were too long and I got bored.
That's what happened with the...
For me, I was going to say with Mr. Robot, it's like what he was doing in the show was just like hitting too close to me, since that's like what I do with work. So I was like, ooh,
okay.
Shit's real cool.
Russians hacking you and like you're defending everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like the tinkering side of IT.
Like the creative side of what you can do with IT.
Mm-hmm.
There was another show that I was going to mention. Shoot. Oh, Jack Ryan, Amazon. I don't know why I'm on an Amazon kick, but that's like where all the...
I did watch it. Wait, did I watch it?
Well, now there's like 3 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, I did watch it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm nervous about this one, though, because the first and second one were like nice and wrapped. And I don't want it to be like a Fast and Furious thing where they're like...
Oh, shit.
Just trying to... I mean,
just like keep extending it for like no reason.
It's a book, right?
What?
Mm-hmm.
The Jack Ryan?
Yeah.
So it's established. So
fancy.
how many books are there? Because they're just probably trying to follow.
No
they're just probably trying to follow.
It's like a whole like kind of like Marvel
universe thing, yeah.
Universe thing,
yeah.
Because it's like I think they at the end they were leading up to I think I'm thinking about someone else. What was the other show they had
with John Krasinski?
No, it's like another one connected to like the same story, like books. Um,
Oscar's like, I don't read, so I don't really know what the
That's literally what I was thinking in my head. I was like, bro, I don't read.
I don't read either.
Well, there's Jack Ryan, and then there's...
There's more. I just don't know.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Was it on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
And it was action? I'm
Yeah,
surprised
it's
I don't...
action.
I'm
They have-
surprised
I think they have two now. There's like they have a Jack Reacher show
Mm.
and another one.
They all Jack.
See, I thought Tom
Yeah.
Clancy... Is it Tom Clancy? Or is that in Jack?
Yeah,
Is that two separate
I think
things?
so. I thought they were both the same,
Yeah, same.
from the same author at least.
Yeah. I think he actually, Haley met him in Wyoming. I think he lives in Wyoming. The author of those books. And she was like, we were walking on a trail one day and they saw him and just like
But he
hung out
died.
with him. He died?
I'm pretty sure he's been dead for a while.
Oh, shit. Maybe it's another book writer guy.
Maybe she lied to you.
No, it wasn't. Maybe it's a Tom Clancy. Is the Tom Clancy guy dead?
Yeah,
What about
it might be like
Jack
his,
Jack
like-
Reacher guy? Or was it his brother? Does he have a brother? Bro, I don't know. But she met like a book author up there, and it was like huge.
Yeah, I just
When did-
I'm bad with names.
And Mac, did you go around saying how your past week was?
Oh, good question. Recovering from being sick, so I went to Santa Fe, New Mexico for a shoot. It was like last 2 weeks. For the whole week, I felt kind of weird we got there Monday. Felt kind of sick, had a weird thing in my throat. And then Tuesday, I just woke up and felt like absolute crap. So I'm like putting drugs into me. I got like ibuprofen. I had, now I'm forgetting like all the drugs, but Alka-Seltzer, flu, and then I combined that with there's a one. Shoot, what? It's gonna be so long to kind of read it, but it's like another. It'll come to me, but another like drink thing with like elderberry and stuff. Tuesday, Wednesday felt okay, and then Thursday hit, and I was like, dude, I am not doing well. So I had like a fever. Thursday, Friday, and then Friday we were filming in Santa Fe and Taos area, and I had to give up like, so I was like the video guy, and I had to like give the camera to my manager because I wasn't feeling well. Luckily, we rented a van, and I was pretty much like sleeping in that van all week. And then the following week we had another shoot outdoors, but so I'm just like recovering from feeling like poop.
Fingers crossed for knock away, but you're next.
I know.
Because with the weather changes constantly, like temperature drops and then it goes back like to highs. Like I just get constant headaches. That's about it.
Yeah. Zycam.
Oh, I like Zycam.
Yeah. Man, I was rocking that every 2 hours.
It's supposed to be every 4 or 3.
Nah. This is every 2.
Overdose on Zycam.
Is it 2 or 3?
It's probably
I've been
on the
getting
label.
nosebleeds too again.
It's on
You?
the label.
It is so dry here.
Mm.
It's like...
I'm gonna prep my humidifier.
yeah.
Because you start getting older. You
I
like
literally-
old things.
I literally have it like right here. This is my humidifier. Shout out to
mine.
Crane. What were you saying?
I was saying things.
I just said that was cool.
You don't Oscar, do you have a humidifier, or you just go straight up dry?
No, I just suffer.
I was like, I just have a bottle I spray. I spray one in here before I go.
Like, this should work. I don't need to spend extra money. You guys are just foolish out here spending extra cash.
I just let the carpet mold, bro, and it's fine. Damn. Whoa. All right, we should wrap it up. I gotta get back to work.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
I
Well,
think I'm gonna start slacking off.
taper down.
Start playing COD.
Are you gonna go on?
Start playing COD, maybe.
No. I need to update it, and then we can hop in and join.
So I did some background research, and I was thinking about Without Remorse
Was that the what?
That was a good movie.
with Michael B.
That was a
Jordan.
good movie. Yeah.
Oh, Without Remorse.
He's connected to Jack Ryan.
But it's not a show. Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh wait, I did watch this.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, and then he turns into like John Wick pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Essentially, yeah.
that's pretty good.
a new John Wick movie coming
And a
out.
new John Wick movie.
See, oh, they should have wrapped it up in 3. I didn't. What is it, 4?
Yeah,
I think
it's
someone
gonna
said
be
they're going to like 10.
Bro, what?
Impossible. Impossible.
No
Like
way.
I don't know.
Can't.
I
But it-
honestly hope not, but like
Why do they keep messing with? Oh, well,
I
okay.
heard people were saying that third one wasn't even that good.
There were
I
like
still like the fight.
there were a
like,
few
short.
scenes that were
I
good.
hate
Like
to say it.
what?
Choreography. There you
Oh
go.
yeah,
Uh,
the choreography in the club scene
Mm-hmm.
and like the way he authentically handles a gun, like that was good. But they did leave it on a cliffhanger, right? Because he like jumped off like the
I don't
balcony. Was
remember.
that how it ended?
I've only seen the third John Wick movie.
Well, that's
I would
the
have to
one. That's the
rewatch
last
it.
one, no? Or is there 4?
I mean, no, that was the last one that came out, but I only saw it like the one time. And
Oh,
without seeing the first and the second, I was just chilling, watching shit happen.
oh wait,
I can't
no.
bring
Didn't
myself
he?
to watch the first one again.
He
I don't-
became
I
the
don't
leader
like
of the
that.
syndicate. No. He like. Did he
I think-
become the top dog?
I think he gave it to someone.
Oh.
I don't remember.
How are they gonna make it to 10 though? Like based off puppy and a dog?
It might have just been a hoax. Like I don't know.
Dang. Well, all right. That's a wrap on the first episode.
Mhm.
I don't really know how to end
Cool.
these things.
You should really come up with a solid outro and intro.
True.
Do better.
Well, I mean, social media. You can follow us on social media. I'm on Instagram at more than a take, and then you can find Oscar on Instagram at
Oscar Not Meyer and Twitter, Oscar Not Meyer.
Andy. You're
just
not
on
really on
Twitter.
Instagram, no?
No, I don't like Instagram.
And he has to keep installing Instagram whenever he wants
Yeah.
to send him something.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
just Amity, please.
Dude.
PLS.
follow us on. Subscribe to our Spotify at Weekly Check-in.
Okay.
I haven't made. We're doing everything backwards. I haven't made the Spotify yet. So is it gonna be the
Hasn't
weekly?
made the Spotify, hasn't made the Apple Spotify
DVD.
thing.
Yeah, it's by the
Yeah,
time this
Apple
episode
Podcasts.
goes up, if you're listening on Spotify, click that subscribe button. iTunes, if it's on iTunes, follow that too. I'm gonna be promoting the video version on my YouTube, youtube.com/Malcom Villanueva.
I want
And
to spell
that
that
one
last
there.
name for them. Too.
Nah, it'll come up. Or you just type in YouTube, More Than a Take podcast, and it'll probably lead you to my page and our first video, which is this one. We're gonna do this. We're not gonna try. We're gonna do this weekly. It's gonna become a cool thing. Hopefully, we can build a community. If you guys want to reach us, More Than a Take on Instagram. And then if you're on YouTube, say hi in the comments. We'll be responding, stuff like that. Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
you gotta make them more clean.
I'll see you losers next
Next time.
week,
Yeah.
episode
Okay.
2. Yeah, it's our first episode. Okay. This guy
Gotcha.
comes in late and tells me to do better. Why don't you just be
Yeah.
on time next time? How about that?
Oh, I will be. Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's gonna be 10 minutes late.
He's like, it just goes down from 10. It goes 9, 8 each week.
I'll come in at the outro.
Yeah.
2 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
3 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.